we got a physicist white paper and just right out hot off the presses. You can also find this on Chris Potter's channel, and Wayne likes to do reports on these, and we'll make this paper available off of my G Drive, and the link will be below so you can grab it. But this is a very interesting analysis from our physicists talking about what's disturbing our magnetic field. And this figure below shows the data for magnetic field detectors in the form of spectrograms from several places around the world. A spectrogram gives the measure of magnetic field intensity at different frequencies versus time. So time is along the horizontal axis, okay? This is time above here. And then frequency is along the vertical axis. And it varies from 0 to 50 hertz. Magnetic field intensity is shown at each point on the spectrogram with color. Yellow represents the highest intensity. So fair enough, right?
Right. This
isn't hard for anybody to grasp. That's reasonably intelligent. So the largest amount of yellow appears in the last row from the GI-006 station, which is in Honolulu, Hawaii, or South Africa, rather. I just wanted to say Honolulu, South Africa, and indicates that the Earth's magnetic field in that area is being disturbed.
I would say
that as you go, this goes further and further down south until you get to South Africa.
Wow.
And jumping ahead a little bit, and then again, this paper will be, then they call it the South Atlantic anomaly, is the red area. This is a magnetic anomaly. Okay? And then we talk about this thing all the freaking time.
And what is she saying?
She is saying that solar wind proton density, Earth is the yellow circle on the right-hand side and does seem to be experiencing higher density than normal. Yeah, well, duh. We've been talking about that. I don't mean to say duh to our physicists. I have a lot of respect. But here's the part that's going to blow your mind. And that is this photograph by Cosmic Artifact Research of an object in the sky that is very likely to be the brown dwarf star. You see how it's got that signature round shape to it, and we've been seeing it all over the place?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, Wayne, can you take us back to a photograph we were looking at earlier today and see the little object that was behind the sun from a camera that we captured?
This one right here?
Yep, just a second.
Can you see that?
I can.
Is this the one?
That's the one.
So, looks familiar, doesn't it?
But in conclusion, she said, is in this paper that the Earth's ionosphere and magnetic field is being affected by another star other than the sun. This other star is very likely to be a brown dwarf star and to be the object shown in Figure 4, which was that little round circle I was talking about.
Wow, wow, wow.
Does that not trip your brain right out?
Well, so we talk about what we have been talking a number of programs this week, the photo from Marathon, Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me pull that up. So let me get over here. So let's take a picture. Let's look at that one again, just to bring everyone up to date. Of course, when we try to look for it.
Oh no, we've got plenty of pictures that show the similar thing, man. I mean,
yeah, I'm just trying to see the one that we got from that webcam. There it is. So, you know, when we look at this kind of evidence, you know, someone said, well, this is just merely because the camera was overwhelmed. It's a fisheye lens. But again, I think we've discussed this enough, and this is what I have often thought is the culprit. I mean, I could be wrong on this, as you know, but that's the one that I am convinced about.
Yeah, that's because it seems logical because we've seen it over the course of the year. We started seeing it in Mexico, we started seeing it in Leon, we started seeing it in Brazil, and that was probably, I don't know, a year ago. and it just seems to get more and more. And the only way I can explain it is it's getting more energy, or it's getting brighter to where we can start seeing it on these types of cameras, because we never saw this a year ago. We never saw this kind of thing.
No, no. And I can't help it. And Arizona is just southwest of Colorado, but we're experiencing very warm and unusual temperatures here for February. This will be, I think, day 39 that we have not had any snow here in Denver, measurable snow. And the temperatures are now in the 70s. So could we be seeing an effect here that where the Earth's atmosphere in this particular area may be, in fact, being heated up?
Well, if from an electromagnetic standpoint, it is definitely being heated up. That's the facts. That's what we have on the spectrograph. That white paper will be made available to you below. I really appreciate you joining the Steiger-Olson report today. Wayne, any final words?
Well, as I say, just be kind to one another. We live in very interesting times.
Don't let that go slipping past your consciousness. Just stop and take